describe the grade in one word, I'd probably say that our grade is very passionate.
People are very, open to differences a lot of the time, and like changing and meeting new people and kind of interacting with people in different ways.
I didn't feel like we were really divided, especially this year as a senior class. I think we came together really well, and yeah, just being able to talk to anyone in our grade and having a nice conversation with them. I think that's something that a lot of grades don't experience.
I think our grade has been great about not sealing each other off from making new friends, finding old ones, creating new identities for yourself. I think it's great that we could pick up where we left off without anything in the middle mattering.
So I remember last year in Mr. Raymond's English class, I had the best lesson I've ever received. He was just sort of saying that we should sort of always step back, not accept things because that's what everyone else is doing or that's what's expected, that we should do it because it's an important thing to do or we find meaning in it.
Everyone in our grade is good people, and the more you get to know people, the better the person is, I guess.
A smile is so important here. Just say hi to people. People really notice that and really notice who the kinder people are.
This is going to sound like such a cliche, but never stop learning. You can never be perfect at anything, and it's just a constant journey towards being better.
One of the things I realized is that the community, especially here, is really supportive, and that there's really not anything to fear, and that if you don't have confidence, if you don't put yourself out there, you're not going to do your best.
Like, oh God, like I wasted like so many years of my life because I was so afraid to like make a mistake or, so afraid to say something that might offend someone or that might rub someone the wrong way.
The most important thing I've learned here is to let things go and come to terms with the fact that I can't control everything. When you're in Ceramics 1, it can be completely traumatizing. You push the clay a little bit too far and it goes literally everywhere. You eventually learn that that piece is not truly in this world until it is in your home. So you really, well, at least for me, I learned that things are out of my control, but that can make it all the more beautiful.
At first, I didn't like it. I really didn't. It was too small.
Freshman year, I hated Nobles. Absolutely hated it. I remember coming back from an advisor meeting and sitting in the alcove and just crying, just bawling because I just hated it so much. And I had one of my friends, Jake Essenson, came over to me and he was like, it's going to be okay. Like, you're going to get through this. And that one moment where I just had a friend come over and be like, you're going to do this. Like, it's going to be okay. And so now I'm here, senior year. I don't hate Nobles anymore.
The most important thing I've learned is that people change. From 7th grade to 12th grade, for the most part, people are different. You just have to be true to yourself and who you are at that moment. If something was good for you then, don't regret it later.
I've been told apparently that I was really mean in middle school. I don't think I was, but that's what Mark told me. He told me I was really rude. I only remember being mean to one person. That was Hannah Margos. I pulled her hair, I made her cry in the locker room, but that was besides anything. And it was just because she was just the type of person who kind of just needed to be mean. I need to be mean to her for her to be strong and make it through the Nobles. She obviously didn't. But as each year kept going along, I guess because I became more mature, whatever that means, I've grown to like Nobles a little bit more.
I try to actually block out most of my memories from middle school.
I got a scrap for swallowing a Skittle. Didn't make any sense.
We had a food fight with Robbie G. That was one of the many good times in middle school.
The hardest part of coming to Nobles in 10th grade was I was from Rhode Island. No one liked me or knew me.
One of the most important things I've learned is that sometimes you have to take risks.
Definitely to try new things. If you don't challenge yourself and go outside of your comfort zone, you won't grow as a person.
It's been my entire goal of the Nobles career to walk up that hill down by the Mac and not get winded by it. That was an impressive feat for me to be able to do that and to get through it in pretty much one piece. And I learned a lot about myself and what it means to be a part of sports at Nobles.
Whatever team you're on and whatever sport you're playing, whatever season it is, those are the people you always hang out with, or the people you're going to remember, the times you're going to remember.
I'm going to be running in college next year, and I know it won't be the same, and I hope that if I can have even just a fraction of the experience I've had here, that'll be more than I could ever expect because this team is so, so special.
My favorite moment was this past senior year, the final Milton game, which was unbelievable because we had the most crowd support that I've ever seen, and just everyone rallied, and it was unbelievable. Thanks to the dog pound and the pen and just everyone. The whole school was great.
And it gave all the years like a sense of pride, and pride of a varsity sport.
We got the L that game, didn't get the W, but to see how many fans came out and supported us and to play in an atmosphere like that there was nothing better. A lot of us won't get to play in front of something like that ever again.
I'll probably miss the dorms.
I think I'm going to definitely miss boarding most, especially with my roommate, Julia Vermeulen. We have so much fun. We do a lot of really random, stupid things sometimes, but it's just like a lot of fun to hang out with everybody, and you definitely see people in a different, more personal light.
It's like your second home. You have all your friends there. You make so many new friends, and like they basically become your brothers and sisters, and I think I'm going to definitely miss that the most.
The thing I miss the most is probably being made fun of by Mr. Herring freshman year. I was at a captain's practice for soccer. I didn't know anyone. It ended, and so I took my shirt off to put another shirt on, and he was sitting there just watching, and all I heard was, "Holy Moses, son, you need to hit the weight room." And we haven't really spoken for like 4 years. We kind of just avoid each other. Or I avoid him in the weight room. So yeah, I'll probably miss that the most.
I'm really gonna miss assembly. I don't like waking up and I'm late a few times, but I like the sense of community that we all have, and I definitely will miss that.
This might just be because I was young and impressionable, but Dan Perkins playing Piano Man was just, for whatever reason, a very memorable performance. Also, the 2007 rendition of the Hanukkah story, they did a really good job that year.
I always love that last song that we do in the senior assembly, because the senior class always gets up and dances or sings along, and it's just a really great moment to end on. I feel like it's a classic assembly moment.
You won't find that anywhere else.
It doesn't matter if I'm with blues band or jazz band or just the energy and the rush you get and that feeling from the crowd. There's nothing better.
This year, the Brothers Grimm would be the biggest memory in theater that I've had. Greg was the director, as everyone knows, and it was just a great cast. Me, Kaveh, Alexa, Taylor Mobley, and Molly Shear, and we just had a great time all the time.
Everybody in a Nobles production is 100% committed to a show. They're willing to do whatever it takes to make it great.
The games, going out to the games and being around everyone, seeing the musicals and going to the music productions and stuff like that has always been a fun thing for me. And I won't really find a community as close as I found here in Nobles, and I'm just going to miss all the people in our grade and the teachers, even though some of them I hate. I'll probably miss the fact that I hated them during school. Just the people, I think, is all that I'll really miss.
At first, I think I'll probably miss just the routine of the day the most.
I mean, it's the people.
I will miss being totally connected to people on a daily basis. Connections with people trump all. Connections with people are why I came to Nobles, and connections with people are what I'm taking away from Nobles. I don't remember what I got in Miss Carlson civics class. I don't remember what the grade was, but I still remember that class.
If something happens that reminds me of anything in my past 6 years, there's not going to be anyone around who I can connect that to.
The most important thing I've learned here would be to not take anything for granted. In terms of time, not wasting time and taking time for granted.
I didn't realize what Nobles was soon enough. I don't think I showed myself the way I guess I wish I had.
I wish I hadn't wasted any time in my 6 years here, but I know I did. I wish I had learned that sooner.
I will miss seeing everyone's faces. This doesn't make sense, but the familiarity of everyone's faces and this place that I've been at for so long.
There are moments at Nobles where you can walk down the Shattuck hallway and know every single person that you pass, whether it's a student or a teacher, a staff member even. And you can say hi to every single person and they'll know you and have a history sort of with you.
You're walking in the morning, it's a Monday, you're really stressed, and you just walk in and everyone's like, Jumo or Julie, and just so happy, and you just feel like people really want to hang out with you and want to be with you.
I'm going to miss feeling like I belong in this place.
I think I'm not going to miss one specific thing, but I think it's going to be a lot of the little things.
There's the quirky things, the little things, the little interactions, the little jokes, or just being able to hang out in the alcove.
The little things like walking into assembly each day, just walking down Shattuck, because the floors creak and stuff.
Watching Mr. Raymond leave every day with his insanely bright yellow windbreaker.
Hanging out with the boys, in the locker room after games and practices. Being in the library with them, getting kicked out of the library.
Oh, I'm going to miss the couches. The naps on those couches during the day were unbelievable. It's the greatest thing ever.
just boarding it up.
The small things that you take for granted.
Things that you won't be able to replace once we kind of leave here as a class.
Nothing to replace it.
I'll miss the comfort of knowing that when I walk in, people will, like, people are always there, and it's like, just I love my best friends. I'll always be connected to them no matter where we go to college, but it's the people like I won't see, like Yada and like Matt, and I don't know, it's just people that you don't you don't think you're gonna think about. I'll think about them all the time.
Just the people that I see every day. There's not one specific person or one specific thing that I'm gonna look back and miss the most, but just coming to school every day and being with all of my best friends and being so comfortable with every person and just this whole place.
The thing I'm going to miss the most is not going to be like, oh, I'm going to miss my best friends. I'm going to miss my favorite teacher. I'm going to miss, like, Nobles hockey. It's like, I'm going to miss, like, this comfort that, like, surrounds the entire place. Like, it's in the air. It's in the food at the castle. Like, it's in all the buildings. It's really weird. It's hard to explain.
I'll miss the comfort of being a Noble student.
I don't know. I just feel like I'm going to miss, like, this second home away from home, I guess.
You begin to realize that the group is never going to be together again. Like, yeah, maybe a couple people will be missing from reunions and stuff like that, and like you'll keep in touch with your good friends, but never again will we be this same group with everyone here.
Yeah, and it's always hard to say goodbye.